Hello, welcome to this show where we have invited Adriana and Simona from Tenco, which is actually one of the pilot companies that one of our course participants, Neal Greenspan, took on during his certification course, Business for SDGs. So today we are going to talk with Adriana and Simona from Tenco. And Tenco is a service and design company. But I would like you to tell us what does Tenco do, and also a little bit about yourself. So, Adriana, if we start with you, you are the innovation manager and also the design director at Tenco. So welcome, Adriana.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here.
Yeah, thanks. And please tell us what do you do at Tenco?
So basically, we are a team of 8 people. So it's a quite small company, actually, but striving to make impact in the world. Companies hire us when there is some friction in their organization or in their technology processes, or information not flooding where it's supposed to be. I suppose what I do is keep the team aligned and focused on producing good results for our clients, which are from different sectors in the region, actually. So.
Okay, thank you. Good to have you here. Welcome, Adriana.
Thanks.
And Simona, you work as you started as an intern, and now you're working at Tenco with mainly internal projects. But Simona, please tell us what kind of company is Tenco?
I would say that Tenco is a very nurturing company that takes very good care of people and of their growth. And this approach is very much translated also in the projects, not only with the clients, but also the project itself. I see that it is a very respectful and spontaneous growth when we work with projects, and we really make sure that what we do has a meaning for the people we work for. And I'm personally taking care of internal projects, so our internal growth and our strategy.
Oh yeah, right. And well, I guess that was one of the reasons why you also joined to become the pilot company that Neal took on, because you, as you say, you want to create some impact for your customers and clients. So tell us a little bit about the being a pilot company. What did you do with Neal?
Well, it actually how we got in touch with becoming a pilot company was an interesting journey, because I think it was a year and a half ago that we internally kind of reflected upon the project we were taking on, and we felt a bit detached from the SDGs, and we felt that was something important we needed to do, or at least reflect upon what we were doing in a more structured way. So we had an internal workshop with our with all the teammates, and we tried to figure out what we wanted to do and what we wanted to change, and what was at the closest to our hearts, because we knew that would also mean that we would do better work if we were engaged in it. So and we chose a couple of the SDGs and discussed what that meant for us, and we also kind of understood that we are already doing some work that are affecting maybe not like saving the world in like solving all the big issues, but we were a part of something bigger. And I think that we all realized that that was okay, but just to see that we are connected in some way and doing our part was important to us. So we got in contact with UNOPS, and we got to meet Neal there, which was a good contact for us, and discussed on collaborations. And later in a phase, he contacted us and asked us if we wanted to be this pilot company. And of course, we jumped at it because I do believe that everybody needs to have support when trying to figure out how to do their sustainability planning and make sure it's connected to the SDGs in a good way. So that was a really great experience because we had some skills in the teams, but still not very deep skills. So I think a knowledge about the area. So I think that was our start to getting a bit more trained in this area to be a part of the pilot as a pilot case.
Yeah, and that's what you say is like you got a kickstart to start up the journey with the sustainability, and especially with the SDGs. And I love the fact that you say that you found the connection, that you are connected to the SDGs. And because if you just look at the the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, and well, one of them says eradicate poverty and and hunger, etc. And those are really big issues that maybe you are not contributing to that directly. However, you are connected into the SDGs in other goals. So which of the goals, I got curious here now, as a service and design company, which of the goals did you choose?
What do you say, Simona? Which one? I think it got changed a bit during the way, to be honest. And I think that was part of it, part of the evolution that we also did. We were very focused on the SDG 11, I think, which was the sustainable cities and communities. And I think that was easiest for us to connect to. But then we chose actually a lot of them. I have them here on a list, and we're working right now to actually connect them and integrate them into our strategy work, which we did last year. So it's an ongoing process. So I mean, we are all over the place. Where gender equality, quality education, good health and well-being for all. So I mean, we work with healthcare also as a big customer of ours. So we are trying to be responsible in those projects, and also see how we can evolve and make it more clear for both our employees that we are affecting, and also more of tactics on how to affect even more. So it's quite exciting work lying ahead of us, and I think we have the first internal meeting about this on Friday, actually. So it's been actually quite a fast process, because as a small company, our main focus is to serve our clients the best way we can. So internal business development is always like secondary. So I think, but this has been such a movement within Tenco that we want to do this. So I think it's gone pretty fast. I think we had a workshop in October with Neal. So now it's January, and we are starting to integrate it and do small things.
Wow. That's wonderful to hear. And well, you also said that you link it to your strategy, and I think that's key when it comes to prioritization of how you want to prioritize sustainability, when you understand how it's connected to the strategy. So that's a good thing.
And it actually has also affected our vision. So So it's been a bit of a transformative journey, and still is. So since we're just starting and we're in the middle of changing things, but I think it's really been eye-opening in some ways, that like we're getting a better perspective, I would say, on things.
And to add on top of that, I think that it's been also a journey from feeling very overwhelmed by what do we do about this? What can we do? We're so passive. This is bigger than us. Into actually going in a more structured way in each and every goal and saying, okay, where can we actually make a little impact and integrate it in our own strategy? And it makes you feel like you can do something and you can be responsible about it. So it was a relief as well, I would say.
And how do you think this could benefit your clients or customers? How do you think you can make an impact through your business? Have you reached all the way that you can see that picture, or is it still in the process of defining?
Well, it's still in the process of defining, but I think that I do feel that you have to start with yourself, and we are starting to think about the responsibility we have as designers, and trying to integrate that into the methods on how we work. And we also reflected upon integrating more sustainability methods in our work, which we probably already knew we could do, but I think we would probably present it with more aggression because we do feel more passionate about it now, because we can see, I mean, it's all traditional strategic work. If you could see the vision, you could work towards it to get there. So I think just integrating the sustainability work into your own strategy will get you there to affect others.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure you will do that, because that's when you link it to your, as you say, to your business, to your services and such, then it will just spill over to your clients and customers, and they will get the kickstart to start working with the sustainability if they don't already.
Yeah, I agree.
Great. So what is your next steps then? You mentioned that you are having a meeting, or what are the next steps?
We have a meeting on Friday where we because it's been holiday times and everybody's been a bit scattered, so we're having a walkthrough with the strategy to look through all the initiatives we have set as suggestions, and trying to prioritize and also add some initiatives if we feel that there's something missing. And so we all get aware of where we're going and make sure that everybody's aligned and feel that it's kind of like, this is what we're doing this year. And I think that we will get quite natural and spontaneous reactions to the work, because the suggestions laid out are very integrated with some details about how we change our wordings and actually talking about sustainable and responsible growth. And that is what we think we want to affect other companies also to apply the word of like kind of being responsible and respectful towards collaborations, towards their people, their like, because the strategies goes through all internal things and external things. So I think it's very important that you deal with it all with sustainability in mind, and not just focusing on environmental things, but also how you treat people and how you are making business together and collaborative ways, more than competitive, just being more helpful towards each other, because that is more sustainable than I think historically we have been making business. I think.
Okay, thank you very much. And I would also like to ask this question, like, who should connect with you on LinkedIn? Who should work with you at Tenco or with Tenco? what kind of companies or roles do they have?
Good question. What do you say, Simona?
I would say that companies that feel both the curiosity and maybe also the need of going under a transition, but don't know how to do it, or feel the need of a guide facilitating the process. And also, since you said which roles, I would imagine that we can make an impact in, especially on the leadership position in leadership team, in how to deal with transition and how to deal with their own infrastructure and processes.
I totally agree with Simona, and I think that Simona has an interesting story at Tenco, starting as an intern, and that is our sustainable thinking about how we can mix the experience and the new skilled people coming up, and to make a good change, you have to have that mix. And so I think that what we have done with having this relationship with the actually all our interns that are actually starting working with us. But I think that is one of the examples of being sustainable also, is about like, how do you kind of transition within your company in a sustainable way too. So
great. Thank you very much. It was wonderful having you, and it was a wonderful case that you had together with Neal. So I'm really happy to hear about your work, and I wish you the best of luck now continuously that with your work with sustainability and especially the SDGs. Thank you for being
so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.